Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Deepa Dhake and today I am coming with the new topic for our crash course NEET 2020, that is fungi. So let's start with fungi. In last class or last lecture we already studied about the protista and I hope you all understand protista very well and solve all the questions related with protista. So now we begins with our new topic, that is fungi. Okay, when we start with fungi, so we begins with our new topic. That new topic is, for today new topic is fungi. Okay, in fungi you remember when we study about fungi, first two kingdoms you study, Monera and Protista. These two kingdoms are of unicellular. From fungi multicellular organization is begins. So from fungi onward, you remember whatever topics we study or whatever kingdom we study, all those kingdoms are multicellular but they are eukaryotic in organization. अब यहाँ पे देखिए, when we begins with fungi, so fungi you remember multicellular firstly, second achlorophyllous, that means due to absence of chlorophyll or green color pigment chlorophyll, they are heterotrophic in nutrition. So mode of nutrition you remember, mode of nutrition in fungi is predominantly heterotrophic because they lack the chlorophyll as a chief pigment. Secondly, when we come to the structure of fungi, so all the fungi you remember show eukaryotic organization. So now it is clear to all, except to Monera, all the kingdoms are eukaryotic in organization. So they are showing eukaryotic organization firstly, and then cell wall. When we study cell wall, you remember the cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin. So here you remember chitin, or in some text you refer chitin in this way also, but here we use only this CHITIN, chitin. So cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin. What is chitin? You remember chitin is a polymer of NAG, that is N-acetyl glucosamine. So chitin is a polymer of NAG and this chitin is responsible or main component of the cell wall of fungi. Inner to cell wall, as usual, plasma membrane is present. The another important feature for the fungi, similar in बैक्टीरिया आपने स्टडी किया था, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन क्या डेवलप कर रहा है बैक्टीरिया में, मीजोसोम. In the same way, in fungi, when you study the structure of cell of fungi, so in the cell of fungi, plasma membrane develop the lomosome. So special structure lomosomes are developed from the plasma membrane of fungi. Now, when you deals with the structure of fungi, so fungi mostly remember, fungi are filamentous in structure. So most of the fungi are filamentous in structure. Yeast is an exception for all the fungi because yeast को आप स्टडी करते हैं साइंटिफिकली Saccharomyces cerevisiae के फॉर्म में. तो yeast और Saccharomyces cerevisiae, you remember yeast is a unicellular form of fungi. Otherwise rest of fungi whenever you study, they all are present in the form of filamentous structure. So we begin with the structure of enzyme. Clear? When we study about the structure of enzyme, so here you remember in structure of enzyme, unit of structure or structural unit of fungi is called as hypha. Number of hypha interwoven with each other, a large number of hypha interwoven or form a network. So number of hypha interwoven with each other, and upon that they will result in the formation of complex structure. This complex structure is called as mycelium. So the hypha will responsible for the formation of one network like structure. That network like structure in fungi is called as mycelium. So directly you can recall in that way also the structure of fungi. When we study, the fungi are mainly consist of mycelium, that is a network of hypha. So single thread or single filamentous structure is hypha. And what is hypha? Hypha is a thread-like structure, or the structural unit of fungi, thallus of fungi is called as hypha. Clear? Now यहाँ पे देखिए, when we study about the individually, first we study about the structure of hypha. So hypha आप जब study करेंगे, so in hypha you remember hypha is filamentous, thread-like, as well as it grow as prostrate or erect structure. Both type of structure you can appear. Either the hypha is prostrate, that means superficially growing on the nutritive body, or you remember they are erect structure, that means they are come up or start to move towards the upward direction. So this thing you remember for the structure. Now here when we study about the structure of hypha, so here there are two types of hypha present in fungi, that is called as septate hypha and aseptate hypha. So here you remember the one is septate hypha and another is aseptate hypha. So now first we see what do we understand by these two terms, that is septate and aseptate hypha. Clear? Septate hypha means, you remember, septate hypha means this type of structure when the septa, simple terms में आप study करते हैं, when the septa is present in the structure of hypha, then it is called as septate hypha. What is septa? Septa is a finger-like digitations. So when the finger-like structure or finger-like digitations are present, then that structures are called as septa. And because of the presence of septa, you remember, the cytoplasm of hypha is divided into multiple chambers, or in multiple septum भी कह सकते हैं आप. So it divided into multiple chambers. Clear? So this type of digitations when present in hypha, so these are actually called as, individually it is septum, but आप plurally ही use करते हैं, so it is called as septa. Okay? Now you remember, the nucleus is present in each septa with cytoplasm, and inside the cytoplasm all the entire eukaryotic cell organelles are present. So structurally you remember fungi, आप ये पढ़ ही रहे हैं कि fungi are eukaryotic in organization. Okay. Now the aseptate hypha. Aseptate hypha means plasma membrane not develop such kind of structures. So the septa when completely absent, the cell wall, and cell wall is followed by plasma membrane. And this plasma membrane either you can draw in this way or in dotted line के form में आप plasma membrane draw कर सकते हैं. So when the plasma membrane is not showing any kind of septa or interdigitations, then all the nuclei are present in one common cytoplasm. So that hypha is called as aseptate hypha. Septate hypha आप आगे पढ़ते हैं. Septate hypha may be uninucleate or binucleate, or it is also called as unikaryotic or dikaryotic. But aseptate hypha, always remember, aseptate hypha is always multinucleate, and multinucleate cells के लिए आप एक term use करते हैं, that term is called as cenocyte. Clear है? So hypha is multinucleate and the multinucleate hypha is called as cenocyte. Generally ये term आप cenocyte define करते हैं हम कहाँ पर? In the structure of cell when we study about the cell division. So cell division में mitosis के part में दिया हुआ है कि when the nuclear division is not followed by cell wall formation, then continuously large number of nuclei are formed, and cell with no nuclei or the structure with large number of nuclei is called as cenocyte. So here you remember aseptate hypha of fungi is cenocyte. The cell with multiple nuclei is called as cenocyte. And thirdly, cenocyte आप NCERT में कहाँ पे पढ़ेंगे? When you study about the locomotion chapter in human physiology, तो वहाँ पर आप मसल्स के फाइबर को स्ट्रक्चर स्टडी करते हैं. द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सिंगल मसल फाइबर आप पढ़ेंगे. तो एट दैट टाइम यू ऑल्सो स्टडी द मसल फाइबर इज ऑल्सो सीनोसाइट और सार्कोप्लाज्म कंटेन अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियस. तो ये पार्ट आप याद रखिए. नाउ सेप्टेट हाइफा यू रिमेंबर. एंड नॉर्मली व्हेन यू स्टडी फंजाई, आप जब स्टडी कर रहे हैं, so the main body of fungi और naturally जो originally parent body fungi की है, that the parent body of fungi, you remember, it is haploid in structure. Now the septate hypha is of two type. Either the septate hypha, you remember, the septate hypha is uninucleate or it is called as monokaryotic. The diagram whatever we draw here, that is for the uninucleate condition, and second condition is called as binucleate, or you remember dikaryotic condition. Clear? Dikaryotic means not a diploid condition. Dikaryotic means two nuclei are present in a single cell or in a single septum, and these two nuclei, both the nuclei are having n plus n organization. So here you remember uninucleate means only haploids nuclei are present, whereas binucleate or dikaryotic means n plus n structure. Dikaryotic mycelium और dikaryotic के लिए याद रखिए hypha is an identical feature of one class. That class is called as Basidiomycetes. Clear है ना? तो ये आप you remember this, the Basidiomycetes is the class which show the presence of dikaryotic hypha. Now what is the structure of dikaryotic hypha? This is the cell wall, and then the plasma membrane develop interdigitations, and ठीक है, two nuclei are present. These two nuclei generally एक dikaryotic mycelium है, और dikaryotic hypha is actually resembles with the bisexual or monoecious condition आप पढ़ते हैं. That condition is actually represented in fungi by the dikaryotic. In dikaryotic mycelium or hypha, you remember normally one hypha is of plus strain, one nucleus is of plus strain and another nucleus of the minus strain. So this structure basically you remember for the structure of hypha, that the hypha may be septate or aseptate. Septate hypha may be in the form of uninucleate. So most of all the forms आपके हैं. Only Phycomycetes में याद रखिएगा, one class you study, that class is called as lower fungi or Phycomycetes. So in class Phycomycetes, cenocytic hypha is present. In class Basidiomycetes, hypha is binucleate or dikaryotic, and Ascomycetes and Deuteromycetes classes आप पढ़ेंगे. So in Deuteromycetes and Ascomycetes, you remember hypha is monokaryotic or uninucleate hypha. Okay. Now we come towards the structure of mycelium, that how the mycelium is formed in fungi, or how does the hypha is responsible for the formation of mycelium. When we come up with the mycelium, so mean here you remember the large number of hypha, only this type of strand I draw here, that's showing the structure of hypha. So whether the hypha is cenocytic or cenocytic or uninucleate, but when they are intermingled with each other, and in this case it is formed the mycelium, when then that mycelium is developed only on vegetatively on the surface of nutrient or food substrate, then the hypha is called as vegetative hypha or vegetative mycelium. As the conditions start to become unfavorable, so in that condition one of the mycelium or some of the hypha start to grow towards the upward direction, and they are responsible for the formation of special fruiting bodies. Fruiting bodies are vary in fungi that depend on the nature of class, whether the class is Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Phycomycetes or Deuteromycetes. But Deuteromycetes में याद रखिए sexual fruiting bodies are not formed, because this is the class where asexual reproduction is only present. Deuteromycetes में आप पढ़ते आ रहे हैं कि till today sexual reproduction is not invented, या आप अपने लेवल पे नॉर्मली याद रखते हैं कि sexual reproduction is absent in Deuteromycetes. क्लियर है ना? तो अब यहाँ पे देखिए vegetative mycelium, once the condition become unfavorable, then the hypha start to move towards the upward direction, and suppose it develop the sporangium. Inside the sporangium one columella is present, and then the large number of spores are present here. So because of these spores, you remember the sporangium is developed at the tip of the hypha. Inside the sporangium sterile tissue is present. This sterile tissue is called as columella, and large number of spores are present inside each sporangium. Clear है? So when if this hypha is responsible for the formation of sporangium as a fruiting body, in that case this hypha is called as sporangiophore. If the hypha is responsible for conidia formation, then the hypha is called as conidiophore. So these terms आप पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, conidiophore. Clear is a conidiophore means the hypha of fungi which involved in the formation of conidium. यहाँ पे हम sporangium draw कर रहे हैं, so that why this hypha is called as sporangiophore. So simply mycelium, you remember, show the two phases: vegetative mycelium and reproductive mycelium. Reproductive mycelium means the special kind of hypha, and this hypha when developed at the time of reproduction, at that time you remember the hypha is showing the erect growth or it showing the upward growth. Vegetative mycelium always growing horizontally on the food substrate. ये पार्ट इतना क्लियर है. नाउ अब आप देखिए व्हेन सेप्टा आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं, सो दिस पार्ट इज अगेन इम्पोर्टेंट. टाइप्स ऑफ सेप्टा आप यहाँ पर पढ़ते हैं. इन टाइप्स ऑफ सेप्टा यू रिमेंबर देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ सेप्टा. द फर्स्ट सेप्टा इज कॉल्ड एज सिंपल सेप्टम और सिंपल सेप्टा. सिंपल सेप्टा प्लूरल है. सिंपल सेप्टम मीन्स ओनली रिगार्डिंग विच इज सिंगल स्ट्रक्चर. सिंपल सेप्टा का मीनिंग है कि व्हेन सेप्टा इज प्रेजेंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ फिंगर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. सो सेप्टा मीन्स आपका क्या हुआ? सिंपल सेप्टा, फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस. क्लियर? एंड these finger like projections divide the cytoplasm in multiple chambers, each chamber with single nucleus or present with two nucleus as we draw in that diagram. Single nucleus and when two nuclei are there, so n plus n but never be 2n condition. The important one is because this part you already studied in the form of septate hypha. The second important class, this question is also asked. ठीक है? The second important question for this types of septa, you remember, the second type of septa is called as dolichopore septa और डॉलीपोर सेप्टम कहते हैं इंडिविजुअली ऑफ. तो यहाँ पे याद रखिए सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म फॉर द फंजाई इज डॉलीपोर सेप्टम. क्लियर? इन डॉलीपोर सेप्टम यू रिमेंबर आइडेंटिकल फीचर किसका है ये याद रखिए. डॉलीपोर सेप्टम इज आइडेंटिकल फीचर ऑफ, इट इज आइडेंटिकल फीचर ऑफ बेसिडियोमाइसिटीज. सो बेसिडियोमाइसिटीज के लिए टू एग्जाम्पल आइडेंटिकल फीचर यू रिमेंबर. Firstly, it show the phase of dikaryotic mycelium and secondly, it show the basidiomycetes show the किसको show कर रहे हैं आपके डॉलीपोर सेप्टम. क्लियर है? तो यहाँ पे देखिए व्हाट इज डॉलीपोर सेप्टम. व्हेन द सेप्टा इज प्रेजेंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डम्बल शेप स्ट्रक्चर और ठीक है. Suppose this is our mycelium and this mycelium when develop only a finger like projections, then the hypha or then the septa is called as simple septa. From here the cytoplasmic connections are present in between the two adjacent chambers which is formed by the formation of septa. So this is our simple septum. Clear? Second, when the septum is present in the form of dumbbell shaped structure or in the form of you can remember in the form of bean shaped structure also. Clear? So but dumbbell shape mainly you remember because that term only used. So this type of septums when present in the hypha, then these structures are called as dolichopore septum. So here you remember this septum is formed, this is called as dolichopore septum. तो ये पार्ट आप इतना याद रखिएगा फॉर द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ फंजाई कि व्हाट इज सेप्टा, व्हाट इज माइसिलियम. क्लियर? कॉन्सेप्चुअली यू क्लियर रहिए कि व्हाट इज हाइफा, व्हाट इज माइसिलियम, व्हाट इज सेप्टेट, व्हाट इज एसेप्टेट. Because when we study about the classification of fungi, so only we classify the fungi basis of the terms. We not use all these defining properties. Only we use in which fungi class of fungi hypha is septate or aseptate, binucleate or uninucleate. So for that purpose you remember all these structure. Okay. Now we come towards the when we completed the structure of fungi. After that you remember the multicellular grade of organization is present in fungi. So generally true tissues are completely absent. Clear? But if you cut the section of fungi and observe under microscope, at that time you appear some organizations in fungi. Organizations in fungi का meaning है कि mycelium is arranged in some spatial structure and will develop a special kinds of bodies. Clear hai? So that is called as organization in fungi. Organization, when we study in fungi, at that time you remember in organization not true tissue but tissue like structures are appear under microscope. So those tissue like structure in microscope you remember, that is called as, first is called as prosenchyma. That means the parallel arrangement of hypha gives the tissue like appearance. Then the fungi or the mycelium, all the mycelium you remember, all the mycelium whether they are uninucleate or binucleate, all the myceliums arranged parallelly to each other, and that structure when you appear under the microscope then that structure is called as prosenchyma. तो ये पार्ट याद रखिएगा फॉर प्रोजेनकाइमा. सेकेंड, another tissue organization you appear, that is pseudoparenchyma. True tissues are absent. बार बार हम कह रहे हैं, only the hypha arrange compactly and give the similarity with any kind of tissue. When the hypha arrange parallelly to each other, then it is called prosenchyma. Second is pseudoparenchyma. Pseudoparenchyma means, you remember, when the hypha arrange compactly, but when we cut the sections and appear under microscope, so inside the microscope these hypha gives the appearance of parenchyma, but parenchyma is a plant tissue. Therefore आप यहाँ पे क्या कह रहे हैं, it is a term, we use one term that is called as pseudoparenchyma. That means it seems like a parenchyma but not a parenchyma. So here you remember the compact irregular structure of, irregular arrangement of hypha. Clear? And due to which when you appear under microscope, so just exactly similar to parenchyma, structures are cells, arrangement of cells of parenchyma, different structures will appear. These all structure you remember combinedly form the pseudoparenchyma. Okay, clear is it? Now after pseudoparenchyma, clear है? After pseudoparenchyma you remember we study, so these two types आपने study किए हैं. What kind of organization is present in the thallus of fungi or in the mycelium of fungi? So either the mycelium or hypha arrange and develop a prosenchyma, or they appear in the form of pseudoparenchyma. Whatever study about fungi today. Okay, now in next class we begins with the nutrition in fungi, because in one class we can't complete the entire fungi, and if I try to complete then some of the topic may be remain as it is untouched. Therefore the nutrition in fungi, reproduction in fungi as well as classification, these are the small topics in fungi. So these topic we continue in our next class. Till that time you prepare your own lessons, go through the NCERT and touch with me. If you have any doubts, follow us on Telegram as well as on Instagram channel, that is NEET Biology Dr. Deepa Dhake, or Biozone classes you can continue on Instagram for the keynotes as well as for the important notes. Thank you and have a good day.